Have you ever watched your autistic child panic over something other kids seem completely fine with? A dog walking past, a bug, the swimming pool, or even a loud noise? And while your child is completely melting down, other people around you are saying things like, they just need to get used to it. But forcing a child on the spectrum into a fear actually makes things worse. What finally helped my child wasn't pushing harder. It was taking tiny, safe steps that made their nervous system feel secure. And today, I'm gonna show you exactly how we did it. Hey, I'm Genevieve, mom raising an amazing child on the spectrum. If you're new here, welcome. For us, bugs was my child's biggest fear. Not only just touching a bug, but being in the same room as a bug could cause extreme fear or panic. And the way I was taught, or the way I was raised, was that you just face your fear head on. But what I learned is that that didn't work for my child. So through CBT strategies and group coaching, I learned this: that confidence is built in layers. And once we started using the fear ladder approach, everything started to change. The ladder approach is basically a gradual exposure therapy used in CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. The idea, it's simple. You don't just move from extremely terrified to completely okay. You need to expose your child to their fear in tiny, manageable steps until their nervous system realizes, hey, I can handle this. And the key is to never move faster than your child can tolerate. So I wanted to provide you with an example of our fear ladder when it came to bugs. It wasn't like we were gonna be going camping anytime soon, but this ladder was to help my child go outside on a hot summer day, be able to walk to school, or be able to go play at the park and not let the bugs around them bother them enough that they wanted to come inside. They were able to have fun on a daily basis. So here's the example that my child used for their fear ladder when it came to bugs. Step number one is we had to be able to tolerate looking at a bug on a screen or on a piece of paper, very safe in a controlled environment, being able to look at that bug for a good 10 seconds. Step number two is being able to touch or be around a fake bug. So I went to the dollar store, I got one of those fake bugs, I brought it home, and my child was able to touch it, manage it. It was fake, it didn't hurt them. Step number three is having your child be in the same room as a real bug, but far away from that bug. So the bug's on the window and your child is maybe on the other end of the room, and then being okay with that. Step number four is that same bug being in the room with your child, but at a closer distance. And then the last step for us was our child either being able to manage being with a bug in the same room and not essentially freaking out over it. That's the fear that they wanted to face, being able to touch the bug and knowing that that bug was not gonna hurt them in any way. That step actually took a long time to get there. For some kids, it's gonna take weeks, it may take months, but we just didn't push. We just let our child build their confidence until they got to that step. The key piece to this is after each step, we celebrated each of those successes. There was a lot of positive reinforcement. And then there was a big celebration at the end when my child was able to touch the bug without a fear of the bug. And so we looked forward to that celebration at the end. This ladder approach is great because it can work for so many common autism fears. Not only is bugs a big one, another one can be bees specifically, swimming pools, loud noises, doctor or dentist appointments, public spaces, and so on and so forth. And so using the ladder, creating small, tiny, manageable steps to create confidence for your autistic child so that they can eventually get over their fear. I also wanted to be really clear that this ladder approach is not a perfect solution. There will be trial and error. You may need to go back and forth when it comes to the ladder and the steps that you use. And some of these fears, to face them, they may take weeks, months, maybe even years, depending on your child. But slow exposure over time can genuinely help autistic kids overcome their fears. So if your autistic child has a big fear right now, try using the ladder approach instead of forcing a giant leap. And comment below, what fear is your child working through right now? And has anything helped? And if one of those fears is needles, other than this ladder approach, I just created a full video on how to make the experience when it comes to needles more manageable for your child, especially when it comes to vaccines or blood work. I'm gonna link the video up above. Go check it out next. And I just want you to know that you're not alone in this, and neither is your child. I'll see you next week on the Autism Parent Guide.